What up, my people? It's your boy JT back at you, man. You feel me, daily? Back with the Madden rebuild, starting off the 2024 season, and we about to get into it. As soon as I light the drugs up, cause tonight we do cocaina, cocaina, cocaina. Cocaina. So we've played 3 games. We lost our first game of the season, but now we're trying to bounce back, you know. And it's still early in the season, so let's look at these players ready to negotiate again. Okay. Imoni. 5 year, 8 some million. Hold on. Hold on, let me put the dope down. I got to read now. 'What? Shit, I mean, you be getting the same shit he getting. Shit, he might have to do something else. Them probably the only 2 guys I'm bringing back. Yeah, them two. Oh, Clay. Chase Claypool, I mean. Oh, that's my boy. Yo, fuck you doing? Just waking up? Shit, what you on? What you mean trying to get back? What you gotta get to the city for? Well, shit, how you get out there? Oh shit. Oh wow. Nah, I ain't want shit though. I was just smacking your line, letting you know I'm streaming. That's all. Uh, cause yeah, boy. Okay, y'all, let's get back to it. We got a nice little receiving core. We're gonna try to stay with this. Man, everybody talk. Well, y'all ass gonna be free agents then, cause I ain't about to keep playing with y'all boys. I don't know what y'all think this is though. Real shit, real spill. I don't know what y'all think this is. Depth chart. Okay, everything gonna point there. Weekly strategy. Oh, it goes CJ Stroud. Defensive tackle family straight. Yeah. Now everybody could go back to their starting shit. Okay. Okay. Everybody 100%. Let's go. It's the drugs, y'all. Not COVID. We're gonna strive for balance. I don't think that's gonna happen, but we could see. Not really gonna be passing him the ball out the backfield. Okay, Blake. Y'all upgrade yourselves. Let's see what we fall at now. Alrighty. Wait, they not superstars no more, right? Because last year when he first got here, he was a superstar. He must ain't play good. Because they took that superstar shit from him quick, son. Emmons is the best player on the team. And he only a star. Star. Is Field? Do Fields got a star on him? Yeah. I think he had a star since last year. Another fucking one.
It's the NFL on EA Sports. And coming up, we'll see Kenneth Walker. He was steady for them on the ground a week ago, reaching the century mark and adding a score. It's the Seahawks and the Bears, and it comes your way next on EA Sports.
Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. Taken from about the 12. And look at this.
He dropped it. Pick it up.
Loose football. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll run with Walker to begin the drive. A very good move, but for a short gain out near the 32. The numbers on the ground for Walker a week ago. 19 carries, 101 yards, and a score.
I think he's exactly where he wants to be coming into a game, partner, because he has to still be riding the momentum from last week when he broke the century mark in rushing and had one of his best individual efforts of the season. I would expect that there's more from him on the way after that type of a game, and I know his teammates and coaches, they feel exactly the same way.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. Some trouble already here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 9. They'll drop to throw. And he wisely will throw that one away.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
This will be fielded at the 17. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time, and the Bears take over. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. They'll be led out by a first-round pick back in 2021 from Ohio State. It's Justin Fields.
Well, he did go 2-2 in the last ball game. Well, actually, he went 2-2-1, with the one being the victory.
Yeah.
That's the bottom line there. But wasn't it funny at practice? He threw one when we were watching, threw an interception, and the defense got on him a little bit, good-naturedly. But they're letting him know, you got to cut down those interceptions. We can't bail you out all the time.
Yeah, 2 touchdowns, 2 picks. But as you said, they got the win in that effort last week. The drive starts with a completion left side. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. The catch and run pays off to the tune of 35 yards.
This is what made the West Coast offense a staple around the NFL in the 80s and 90s. You don't have to push the ball deep downfield to come up with big plays, and there's an example of that right there.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Now they'll run the option to the short side left. And he'll take this one down to the 36. Give him 3 on the keeper there, and it is 2nd down. The Bears at 2-1 now to start the campaign. And they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Off play action, Fields. That pass complete to Moore. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 22-yard line. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a 1st down.
Here's the first carry for Khalil Herbert. Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. 2nd down. Well, this defense for the Seahawks, they were terrific last week in the win over the Rams.
And as in any game, takeaways are always a big key. They're always discussed on defense. There's an emphasis there, and they came away with 3 interceptions in that game.
Another carry for Herbert on 2nd down. And he's going to get this pretty close to a 1st down as the tackle is made at the Seahawks' 13-yard line. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down. On 3rd down, Herbert. This is not going to be enough. Was in search of 2 yards and only got halfway there.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Now here's Fields on the sneak. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the 1st. So this drive going to continue following the conversion on 4th. Here's 1st and 10. Here's Fields.
Take off, Jay. Take off.
And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Justin Fields with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Bears are on the board first here this afternoon. Well, you've got to like that start on both sides of the football. You force the 3 and out, and then you score on your first drive.
Well, I know someone who doesn't like that start.
Well, yeah, the other side.
Oh, my God.
Right? This is not the way it's supposed to be. But what you just described, that's team football. All right? When you get a 3 and out, you're supposed to take advantage of it on the offensive side of the ball. You said, thank you very much for getting us the rock. Let's put it in the end zone, and they did exactly that.
Taken from about the 12. Seattle's offense coming back onto the field, ready for their 2nd drive. And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. 3 and out. What do they go to here?
Well, you don't look down at your play sheet and say, this is what the problem is. Let's find out who my playmakers are. Get the ball in their hands, and maybe the offense will move a little bit.
Sometimes it's more important to get to the right people. There he goes, right side. And all the way in, touchdown, Seattle. And we didn't even get a chance to settle in for that drive. A quick strike of 75 yards, and they find the end zone.
Don't you get the sense that film study was behind this one, that they saw something that they thought they could take advantage of? The key is calling it in the right situation. Knowing when it exists to go to it, they did exactly that. They've got to feel really good about what they did in advance of this game.
Just looking down at the sideline now, their defense is like, man, can you have strung that out just a few plays? Give us a break. Back out there.
Hey, man, get that water break and get on out there and play.
And And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Chicago works their way back onto the field here for their second drive of the game. And as the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner. Sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Just score again, but we know it's not that simple because we don't just make adjustments at halftime if you're a good football team. You spend that time on the sideline, you study what's on the notes and the tablets, and you make those adjustments to prevent a repeat of the last drive. Series to series, the best teams, that's how they get it done.
And we'll find out here soon enough whether those adjustments are enough defensively. From the 27, Fields. This is Chase Claypool on the receiving end. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. What do you First time they've hooked up here, good for 17 on a first down.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. On 1st and 10, it's Herbert. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
A play fake, now Fields to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Had the right idea. They were trying to throw it to the sideline, but he let him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Here's Fields.
Oh, Lord.
Trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Trey Brown. And the Seahawks are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line.
And I think this is a situation where quarterback coach in the sideline is going to talk to a signal caller and say, listen, it's 3rd and long and it's still early in the game. Let's not force things here. If we don't feel good about it, let's just check something down and pump the football.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They go play action here on 1st down.
Oh, my God.
It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
What I loved about meeting with these coaches before the game is we didn't even have to ask any questions. They told us that they were going to be aggressive and push the ball downfield. They weren't successful on that play, but look for them to try it again later.
And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup. After one, a 1-point game, 7-6. Second quarter now from Seattle, and it is the football here as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part to get them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive in particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit because it
If
they
I
may
could
cut
get that
down their
off.
gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even
If I
faster.
could have got that off.
Uchenna and Wosu got the sack there.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense. They kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
Jump!
Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete. 4th down, so they send out Trenton Gill. Back deep for the Seahawks, Tyler Lockett. He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. Now
Kill him, E-Jack. Kill him, E-Jack. Go. Yeah.
And now off to the races down the right side. And they bring this one back. A fumble return for a Bears touchdown.
Yeah.
Now on comes the Bears offense as they'll be called in to go for 2. Fields trying to throw for it. And this will be caught as they convert here for 2. And boy, things switched on a dime here. The fumble recovery for the touchdown and also a 2-point try on top successful.
That feels like a momentum call. Pick it up on a fumble return, take it the other way for a touchdown. That's demoralizing for a team to have it happen against them. So the offense just says, you know something? Let's add to it. Pile on top, go for 2 now while their heads are down.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Kenneth Walker headed back out there. First month of the season, those numbers pretty solid. Does he continue that?
I think so, because when you come out of the gate this strong, that means that you have planned for it and you like the results that you're getting. So I wouldn't have any doubt that the head coach, offensive coordinator, actually called him in and said, look, you're our guy, okay? We're going to continue to stick with this as long as we're winning games. You ready for the challenge? And then they presented it to the rest of the team. I think we'll see plenty of that as the season moves on.
I'm sure he said challenge accepted. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. He'll drop to throw. Setting up the screen here. This is Walker. So the screen good for only 2. Now it's 3rd down.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. That's complete to DK Metcalf. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Back to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. And he'll just get rid of it.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
The Seahawks on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Back to throw again. That is incomplete.
This defense has certainly played well so far in this game, and the coverage has been tight on just about every throw. Forced a few here so far in this game, and now it brings up 4th down.
And here's Dixon to punt now as he gets this one away. And this will carry out of bounds. Where are they going to spot it now? At about the 18-yard line, it looks like. Now the Bears offense ready to take over again. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
Short completion, just 4 yards, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
On play action, Fields. And this is taken in by Darnell Mooney. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field, And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
A handoff for Herbert. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Credit the tackle there to Uchenna Nwosu. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter. 14-7. Second down and 8. On second down, a run with Herbert. On a determined run there as he's going to take this all the way down near the 40. It's a pickup of 10 and a Bears first down.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
Now a first down throw. Fields over the middle. That's caught by Claypool. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. Looking to throw again on second down. Fields. A throw complete to the tight ends. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And the Seahawks have picked it up. There he goes right side. He's at the 30. 10, 5, and they bring this one back. It's a fumble recovery and a Seattle touchdown. And that's a linebacker showing he can move pretty good with a football in his hand.
That's not just a short shuttle now. He took it and went a pretty good distance, didn't he? Did you get the 40 time on that?
I didn't, but he got 6 points out of it. I know that in a great play for that defensive unit. A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after is up and good. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Pulls it in at the 13. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. The Bears going to take over now late in this first half. And they've got just under 50 seconds, so time enough to try to work their way downfield if they so choose. First down, Fields. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
As a corner, you have to be able to run with guys step for step downfield in man coverage and make up ground quickly in zone. You have to put yourself in position to make plays just like that one we saw there.
Here's a give to Herbert. And he'll push forward here for a good little run as the clock continues to run. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. They'll fake the handoff. Now Fields.
Oh, come on, man.
The other day they told us when we got 3rd or 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point. And they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
And no one there to stop it. Hits at the 8, but it carries all the way into the end zone for a touchback. And the Seahawks offense going to get one final possession in this first half. And the ball backed way up. So thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it. A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. That one taken in by Dwayne Eskridge. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half.
Here we go.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. He's going to float this one deep right side. That's caught inside the 20.
What a team.
Touchdown, Seattle.
They just cheated me. Oh, my God.
In the final seconds of the first half. And the Seahawks have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. Well, Charles, kind of the future of this franchise on display right there. You had a rookie throwing it, a rookie catching it, and taking it into the end zone.
Could you imagine if we were in the owner's box right now and we could look at the front office and see the grins on their faces, to see the present making plays and knowing what the future will bring with these youngsters going out and making big-time moments happen for this team.
Gonzalez good on the extra point, and the lead is now 21-14. So time it out for a kickoff here. 5 seconds remaining in this first half. Very short kick taken right at the 20. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. A final shot before the break. Fields. And incomplete on the deep ball. So we're at halftime here in downtown. All right, folks, eager to get back to this Week 4 matchup. We won't put up a fight. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. A short kick taken at the 18. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. So here's the Bears offense now as they get set to start this third quarter. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
Now Herbert. And he's up across midfield and down into Seattle territory. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. Play action. It's Fields. Rolling to his right. That's complete to his running back, Herbert. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
On 1st and 10, here's Fields. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Fields going to keep it once more. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. A good chunk on the ground on the keeper, 17 yards, first down. Well, I tell you, there is no antidote for speed, even at the quarterback position, as he keeps it himself and turns it into good yardage.
And it still takes time for a defender to react, even as quarterbacks carry the ball more and more.
You got to hold that block a
They'll
little
start a
longer.
little bit in disbelief and realize, oh my goodness, he's running with the ball. He may be 8, 10, 12 yards downfield at that point.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. Now Fields. That's complete to Mooney. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16. Well, this red zone is where the Seahawk crowd really makes it tough for an offense to communicate. It's third down. Fields on third down. There's Mooney with another catch. And the Bears are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
And that one was a lot of fun right there because that was the game within the game. Third and short, blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And that was a quick little completion. Got the job done for a first down.
Off play action. Fields rolling
Oh,
to his
no!
right toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
The goal is certainly to try and make a big play happen and climb back into this game, but you have to be careful. If you overdo it, you could turn it over and hurt your team.
Two of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on second and goal. Now it's Fields. And down inside the 10 here before he's out of bounds right around the 7. They'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's third down. Fields now to throw. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. He'll wind up getting 4 yards there on his own, but it also brings up fourth down. Now Harrison Butker for the field goal try. From the left hash, he'll have to cut this at a tight angle. Butker's kick here is good, and that'll bring him back within 4. So they were facing the deficit coming out of the locker room at intermission, and at least they're able to get the field goal to cut into that deficit.
Yeah, now your offense feels pretty good about itself, right? A little bit more up to speed coming out of the break. You turn to your defense now and say, hey, we got 3 there. We're chipping into the lead. Can you help us out? Hold them. Let's get the ball back for us.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. So here are the Seahawks ready to take over on offense. They've got the lead right now in this ball game, and they got the victory last week against the Rams, so some good momentum as they come up first and 10. A little jet sweep to start the drive. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. He'll lose a yard there, and it's second and 11.
Well, as a wideout, when you take that handoff and you're coming around the edge, you're expecting to see nothing but empty space in front of you. But if not...
Well, things can go south in a hurry, and that's exactly what we saw on that play with a loss. Now a throw here, hauled in. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. And the Bears in the nickel. No, wait, they're in the dime. 6 DBs out there on third.
Could play an exotic coverage.
They'll set up to throw. And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete. Certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up fourth down. And now a low liner. I think he mishit it. A special teams mistake there, no doubt. Just 26 yards officially on the punt. And they will take over first and 10. The Bears in good field position to start out first and 10 at the 45. A play fake, now Fields to throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a second and 10. Fields. They'll set up the screen to Herbert. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. So that'll go as a 4-yard loss on the play. And that'll force upon him a 3rd and 14.
Brandon, how about that reaction there from the defensive end? Able to recognize the screen pass trying to happen. Broke off his pass rush. And then got back to tackle the running back. That's a very athletic and intelligent play. Reminds me of you working out. and seeing that the treadmill's open and getting there before anyone else.
See, I know you're just patronizing me right now. Everybody knows at home that is nothing but a shot at me, and I'll take it, absorb it, and we'll move on. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
Back now in Seattle, Washington. It's Bears football, but they trail on the scoreboard as we get set to bring you the 4th quarter. Throwing again is Fields. He'll get that underneath to Herbert. And they're going to move it down to inside the 25.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
This is Herbert. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19.
Holding offense.
All right, so they got that one, Charles, against the center.
And let's remember how difficult it is for the center, because remember, he's got to snap the ball to put the play in motion, and sometimes you got that big guy on your nose. You got sometimes where he's coming at you at an angle. It's a difficult job for him to snap the ball and then execute his block.
Back to throw, Fields. He hits Mooney going across the middle. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. 22 yards there, a 1st down.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Now we're 1st and 10 at the 11. They'll run. It's Herbert. And he's brought down. 47 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now.
Some big plays in the passing game on this drive, and here's one out of the running game. So the passing game loosening things up. Now there's room to roam.
Herbert will take it in. Touchdown, Bears. So he had the nice run to get him down there. Was stopped just short of the goal line, but they go right back to him, CD, and he delivers to finish the drive off.
A little extra determination there, don't you think, partner? You notice he didn't tap on his helmet and say, get me out after the run down to the end zone. He said, I almost got in. I'm going to get in on my own. I'm staying in. And he carries it across the goal line.
Now an important extra point here to stretch this lead to a field goal.
No, because I was top.
He's got it, and this is indeed up to a 3-point lead.
So
that drives 7 plays in length, and the end result is a Bears touchdown.
Me and him go to the barber shop, take them to McDonald's, get them a Happy Meal or something.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Taken from about the 12. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. The Seattle now ready to march out of the field. And the pressure is on now. They're being shut out here in the second half after a decent first half offensively. And they need their best drive of the game right here. Here's Walker to start the drive. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Now, that was a thing of beauty right there. Look at how quick those blockers fired off the line once the ball was snapped. That was an O-line on a mission, all in sync, and the defense is lucky that play only picked up 5 yards.
2nd and 5. Eluding the pressure right. And he wisely will throw that one away. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They give him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
They'll drop to throw. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down. He needed 5. He got it barely, as it will officially go down as a gain of 5 yards.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
And we saw that indeed, picking up the first. They'll look to throw here on first down. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Giving back-to-back catches now. That one for 16 and another first down.
That's a nice catch there. Remember, he had the fumble earlier. No way he was giving up the ball in that situation. Secured it tight to his body and picks up the first down.
I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. First and 10. Now a man open down the middle of the field. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete.
Nowadays, quarterbacks don't mind throwing into coverage because of the confidence they have in their receivers to come down with the ball. But sometimes you have to be careful you don't get too confident and throw an interception.
Back to throw again.
Y'all can't get him.
Now he'll let it go deep right side. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Wow, all kinds of time back there in the pocket. Enough time to scan the entire field, go through every progression. First guy not open, second guy not open. Heck, the third guy wasn't open. Finally just settled on throwing one deep downfield, taking a shot. Unfortunately for him, unable to come up with the completion.
And this kick is not going to get there. It's short and no good. And instead of tying it up, they'll remain down by 3. A fourth quarter miss like that, there is no lonelier feeling than that kicker right now.
As we all know, a lot of these games, they come down to special teams. And when that chance comes, you have to perform in order to help your team get over the top.
Could have tied it. Instead, they remain down 3. They'll run here with Herbert, taken down at the 47-yard line. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. Another carry for Herbert on second down. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. Now third down is looming. A pickup of 2 on first down and just 1 yard there. Now the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right. But the problem for them is still within a possession. So they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down. They'll go again with Herbert. And the tackle going to be made at the 41 as they stop him a few yards short of the first. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. Here's Fields on the sneak. And he'll be touched down here, but not before he does pick up the first. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. They'll run it here. This is Deontay Foreman. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. That good for 22 and a first down.
Not too shabby for his first carry of the game. That's exactly what most teams are looking for, a really good change of pace back.
And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Now Foreman. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Here's Herbert. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
They'll run the option on 3rd and short yardage. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the first down as he's tackled at the 1. It's a gain of 8 there, and that should be enough to seal the victory.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
It's 1st and goal, and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away. The win for the Bears just around the corner. They go down to a knee.
And with that kneel down at the end of the game, partner, they now get to 3-1. This is a good football team we saw in this game.
It is indeed getting to 2 games above 500, and I know early on, while they said they wanted to win every game, they thought they would be solid with a 3-1 start, and here they are.
Yeah, you break your schedule up almost into quarters, every 4 games, and assess 3-1. Any team would take that.
Well, that second half, Charles, a little bit different from the first. Not only did we have the lead change after intermission, but they were able to...
Look at Money. Money call him another one. Week. We got the Steelers. I should have put some of that shit in my coffee. Do I want to play the Steelers? I think I want to play some MLB. I ain't gonna lie. Hold on, stream. We'll be back.